I mean, whether it is right or wrong, everybody has a right to come on what do you call, and serve the people. After they come, what is the good they do is for the people to judge. So everybody has a right to stand for election, and they are not going to get elected because somebody is putting a gun. It is because they really like them and they believe that there is a change required. That's why the audience elects them. I think in South, political consciousness is not a product only of star culture, but also of the political consciousness of the film industry as such. It also got to do something with the linguistic awareness. So whether it's a Dravidian movement in Tamil Nadu or the consciousness of Telugu, which was there in Telugu pride that N.T. Ramarao evoked, is something which other political parties could not give and the actors gave. So there was a particular vacuum in political ideology which was espoused by actor, and that could relate. But the fact that it happened to be an actor, it reached more people. And then once it becomes a political party, then it's a different aspect.
So what's your opinion on Kamal and Rajini on politics?
No, I think they are both people who are interested, and I think it depends on how much they want to, how far they want to go, how much effort they want to put in, and how much time they have on their hands to do it. I mean, they have every right, as everybody else has a right, to come into politics.
Playing these things.
I didn't intend for such a long delay, sir. It just happened. I kept writing and rewriting my scripts, but for some reason the projects got postponed. In the meantime, I did cinematography for Raghavendra Rao's Morning Raga. I ended up doing Guru. I ended up doing Kadal. So if somebody calls me for cinematography, I do it, and I'm, as an artist, just because I directed a film, I don't want the cinematographer in me to die. So I'm open to that. When I don't have time, I go to the forest, I shoot wildlife. I like to keep myself alive in all possible areas. But the gap was not planned, it just happened. I hope now with me doing Sarvam Talamayam and making a musical, which is not a musical in that sense, it's a musical subject, but a film, I would be able to break that hiatus and make more films regularly, and that's what I hope.
So in the shooting of the next film, it's in what stage?
It's starting, and
everything has been fixed up.
All the music has been completed by Mr. Rahaman. All the songs are completed, including the climax music. And the film is scheduled to start in December. It's got G.V. Prakash playing an important role in it, and we have to wait for the film now. I think it is changing, sir. If you look at a film like Dangal, the hero is a father, and it is not him who's fighting in the climax, his daughters are fighting. How different is this story? You cannot imagine this story a couple of years back, and that is the biggest collection film. So I think heroes recognizing the audience's change and adapting to new kind of storytelling, and all of us listening to what the audience is, and the audience is seeing everything now. You can't stop people from seeing the YouTube or Netflix or anything. So whether you're in Guntur or whether you're in Vizag or whether you're in Hyderabad, you have the access to the same internet. So the young people are seeing all the latest things that are there in the world, they see it. And therefore, their visual ideas, their acceptance of aesthetics also changes. I think filmmakers should be aware of that and not underestimate the audience's mind, and make films which are meaningful, which they believe in first. If they believe in it, the audience will believe in it. And I think two films which are both been successful are very different films. One, a mythological in Bahubali, and the other in Dangal, are both not Mamool commercial films with 6 songs and 6 fights. They are completely different, and they have done well. I mean, there have been some films which have been exceptional in India. Lunchbox has been a very good film. It is a film which is moving, which is Indian, and it has moved the world, and it has done very well world over. It's a very unique film, which is both in quality and in commerce. It's very rare to have that kind of success. That is probably one of our most successful exports before Bahubali. I think you cannot plan and plot success. You can only believe and in a story and go after it. It is very rare that somebody can sit up in the morning and say, I'm going to make the biggest hit in world cinema, and actually go around doing it. Bahubali may have been an exception. But I think you can only be true to your own story that is coming to you at that time, And if that story requires a big canvas, then so be a big canvas. If this story can be seen by less number of people, yet it must be told, you make that film. So I think that the form and the scale of the budget is totally decided by the story.